Thanks for joining us here tonight on Arc Salt Lake. I'm Brian Schnee, Wednesday, March 26th. Tonight we're hearing from Southern Utah investigators who have released two persons of interest in the Washington City vacation rental murder. It happened over the weekend. And doing a deep dive into the case of a Highland nurse accused of killing her roommate. We're going crime tonight. 3 hours ago, Washington City police gave an update on the deadly stabbing of a woman at a vacation rental home. The 47-year-old's body was found Sunday. During the update this afternoon, police finally named the two persons of interest in the case, who they say were the last ones to see the victim alive. Both are 17 years old. Here's what Corey Klotz with Washington City PD had to say.
Mihaela Gabriela Sorescu. She goes by the name of Bella as well. Her birthday is listed on the screen. Her description, she has brown hair and brown eyes, 120 pounds, and is 5 foot 4 inches tall. These pictures here, the one with the other individual, that is Abigail Paige Flanagan. They were together. This picture with them was taken over the weekend before our incident. So this would have been Saturday afternoon, the 22nd, that this picture was taken. So this is the most recent picture that we have of the two of them. Abigail Paige Flanagan goes by the name of Jay. She's 5 foot 5 inches tall, 150 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. Again, like I said, they were the last two individuals that we know have seen our victim alive. And so at this time we are seeking information to their whereabouts so that we can understand, get in contact with them, find out what happened. These two individuals were last known to be in Bellflower, California. Sunday morning, before we were notified of the incident, the rental car vehicle that was involved in this case was located there in Bellflower, and we know that Mihaela and Abigail were present in that vehicle at the time it was discarded there in Bellflower. So again, their last known whereabouts were in Bellflower, California. The vehicle that they were in has since been processed by an agency in California there in Bellflower, so it is in our custody, and so we are currently still going through the process of collecting evidence on that vehicle to see what other information we might gain from that as well. So again, our two persons of interest here are juveniles. They are known to take medication, which we are unsure if they have their medication with them or not. So again, we want to check their welfare, make sure that they're safe, make sure that we can talk with them and find out what happened at the scene of our incident here on Sunday.
Our Liv Kelleher was at that press briefing today and asked police several questions regarding the timeline for releasing the persons of interest names and other information. Take a listen.
Why not release these names 2 days ago? Why wait till today?
So at the time, with them currently being juveniles, we wanted to be mindful of that and try to protect them. Also, we were working with the two individuals' families. They hadn't requested that we do that. We were working every angle as far as family, cousins, any friends that we knew of, trying to work those angles at first, and currently those have dried up. So we wanted to make sure that their safety was paramount and that we were working those angles that we could. We believed that they might be going home or things like that, and so we tried to go that avenue first. But now, where we don't know exactly where they are or where they're going to, we would like some assistance from the public as well. So.
Is there anyone else is there potentially a third party involved here if these are just persons of interest?
And that, at this point, that's what we don't know. We're not ruling that out at this time, but we do know that these two were present at sometime during the night before the incident took place. So, and obviously with the vehicle being there and no longer there, that they did take the vehicle from the residence. That's why we want to talk with them and find out who else might be involved, if there is anybody. At this point, we don't know that for certain.
First off, I appreciate Lieutenant Klotz for actually answering questions. We see that quite often where they can't get into that information. He was pretty transparent today. Police say they're still searching for any evidence in the vehicle that was found in California. Right now, they do not know the relationship between the two girls and the victim. Again, those are juveniles, the victim 47 years old. Also, no clear motive here at this point. Police say the group came into town on Thursday before the murder. They visited national parks, even took a quick trip to Vegas. Reminder, we streamed the entire press conference. You can watch it over on our KUTV YouTube page. We have more details about a murder case in Utah County where a nurse is accused of killing her roommate for life insurance money. Brian Millay spoke with the mayor of Highland, who says he knows the family of the victim.
If you were to describe this family to us, what would you say?
Honest, salt of the earth, good people. I mean, that's who they are.
The mayor says Casey Terry was a daughter of Highland, Alpine Elementary, Mountain Ridge Junior, Lone Peak High, who lived here with her grandparents and an uncle.
I thought she was there kind of helping family with, she has family that has some help things. I thought she was a granddaughter, a niece there to kind of step in to help the family maybe when they need. I also think the family was there to kind of give Casey support.
It's also the place where her blood sugar level crashed after insulin injections, allegedly at the hand of nurse friend Megan Sunwall, her accused killer. A police probable cause statement says Sunwall had texted Terry, "You have to let go. It is past time. I try to help you, Kay, but I can only do so much when you sabotage. Someone, should probably be me, should stay with you and continue to give you doses so it will actually stay low and you can pass. And if you dying would get me out of the mess and darkness I am in now, I would take it."
There's a lot of unanswered questions.
And a single living person may have all the answers.
I wish Megan could tell us.
Well, the suspect in the case, Megan Sundwall, had her first court appearance this week. Yesterday, she signed an agreement to limit her nursing license, meaning she can't practice until this case is resolved. The victim, Casey Terry, died last August, but Sundwall was arrested last week. Thorough investigation here. We reached out to criminal defense attorney Sky Lazaro to help us understand the case. So we asked Sky why investigators took so long to make an arrest following the death of Casey Terry, knowing she was not a diabetic, but dying from an insulin overdose.
With poisoning cases is proving that, one, that the poison did kill the person, and two, how was it administered? And sometimes those are kind of I think the murder mystery that grabs people's attention in these types of cases.
Well, court documents reveal text messages between the two that show Sundwall tried convincing Terry to kill herself with insulin for years and asked in-depth questions about Terry's life insurance policy.
This appears to be something that the two of them perhaps had discussed for at least a significant period of time based on the text message exchange between the two. I think the other interesting thing about this case is the statements made by the defendant to the uncle and then to law enforcement that she didn't know that there was anything wrong.
Sundwall is accused of deleting nearly 1,000 of these messages. When asked why she deleted the messages, she told authorities it was because she didn't want it to look like what she's being accused of, which is murder. Sundwall is waiting for her next court appearance while she sits in the Utah County Jail. You can find more about this case on our website, KUTV.com. Also, a case we'll continue covering. An investigation into human bones found near a golf course in West Valley City is now underway, leaving people in the area quite shocked, and police working to sort out who that victim could be. Natalie Wattis was in the area all day speaking with people and has more details.
Oh, that's wild. I would have never thought that here.
Golfers out enjoying the Wednesday morning sunshine, shocked to hear about the disturbing discovery on a private property off of a large pond in Stonebridge Golf Course.
I heard it on the news last night. It's kind of shocking.
Around 7 Tuesday night, an angler spotted the bones on the edge of the pond in shallow water.
We played yesterday from 12 o'clock till about 5. My wife and I kind of looked at each other like, ooh, was somebody in the water when we were out there?
West Valley City Police were called out and confirmed the remains were human.
So we called in the medical examiner's office. They came in, they collected the remains, and they are now in that process of trying to identify who that might be, and if possible, exactly what happened.
At this point, it's too early to say whether it was foul play and how long the body had been there.
Obviously, the fact that we were dealing with bones, that does indicate at least time or maybe exposure or different things like that. That's not something we'll be able to determine. That'll be something the medical examiner's office will take a look at.
Meanwhile, many are left in disbelief.
I would never think of any golf course really like to find human remains in a pond.
Coming up on Arc Salt Lake, the Salt Lake Bees almost ready for the home opener, which will be on April 8th. We have the latest on how Utah Transit Authority is preparing ease to the potential traffic to the brand new stadium in daybreak. Following a major shift in Utah sports, the Salt Lake Bees are one step closer to calling South Jordan home. Larry H. Miller Group, who owns the Bees, announced the team would move to a new ballpark back in 2023. Our team went out to the opening of the new track's Red Line station in downtown South Jordan, a stop that gives direct access to the new ballpark at America First Square. While some are celebrating the stadium, others are concerned that the ballpark will create congestion that South Jordan cannot accommodate. It's a busy area. I live over there. Be happy to just not share the mayor's comments and tell you my own, but we did ask Dawn Ramsey, the mayor of South Jordan, if she shares the same concerns.
We are always concerned about east-west traffic in South Jordan. I live on the west side of South Jordan, so I live it all day, every day. I know what the roads look like in all of our communities out here that are growing fast. We are working really hard with our partners at UDOT and UTA to provide as many different options to help ease congestion on the roads as possible. There's only so many lane miles that can be built, and so this transit stop is going to be key in helping folks in South Jordan not have to drive as far east and west. They can hop on tracks and take it where they need to go, and same with folks coming to town. We hope people will use the Red Line, get on tracks, and come to visit us that way.
Well, she's not wrong. 106th, already about as wide as it can be. 114th, same thing. Bangerter Highway is a construction nightmare right now for all the good reasons of the future. The relocation of the stadium has been a concern for loyal fans. Generations of Utahns have enjoyed Bees baseball at Smith's Ballpark downtown, as have I and so many others. And it begs the question, is South Jordan too far for the current fan base? We spoke with Steve Starks of the Miller Group, who wants to be a part of this shift with what he wants to see happen here.
We want everybody who's been a loyal Bees fan in Salt Lake to come out here. Tracks is a convenient way to get right to the entry, but we've already seen in ticket sales that have been so incredibly strong that there will be a new generation of families and people that will be able to enjoy Bees games in a more convenient way. We wanted to have a stadium and a place where kids could ride their bike, and you see that here.
Salt Lake Bees are entering their 25th season as the AAA affiliate of the Angels. Opening night, the new stadium scheduled for April 8th, 6:30. Tickets are still available, but they are on resale and they are pricey right now. Wait a few weeks. Stadium will be there. Don't you worry. Legendary football coach Ron McBride is in good spirits at the hospital after he reported not feeling well. McBride told our David James over the phone he wasn't feeling well earlier this week, and on the advice of his doctor, he went to the U Hospital to get checked out. During an exam, his doctors determined he had some lung and heart issues that needed some attention. Some of those concerns have been treated while doctors are running tests on others. McBride in good spirits and appreciated the concern over his health. He's a great guy. Spent more than 2 decades at the University of Utah, including 13 years as the head football coach. Also has his foundation, which does a lot of great work. Speaking of great work, complimentary time to Sean Kelly, a great round, quick 9 on the golf course this morning.
Right.
And Sean was feeling it, enjoying the great weather.
On fire.
Yes.
In the putting game, too.
Putting game, yeah, you rolled some good ones in.
That was critical. I mean, I hope everyone had some opportunity, whether it was golf, going for a walk, maybe a bike ride. I hope you enjoyed the weather because we've got this moving back.
Still have tomorrow, though.
We still have tomorrow.
Okay.
We've got one more day here heading to Thursday with high temperatures in the upper 70s. Tomorrow won't be as nice as today. It will be temperature-wise, but the winds are going to start to kick in, so it's not going to be as pretty. So, again, I hope you did find some opportunity to take advantage of the beautiful weather. But look at that, nearly was that about a 15-20 degree temperature drop. It'll be even colder down further towards areas up in southwestern Wyoming into the Park City area. We've got conditions here that are going to feel pretty chilly once we make our way to the weekend. So right now it's still gorgeous this evening. We've got temperatures into the 70s, plenty of sunshine out there. We're a good 8 to 11 degrees right now, warmer from 24 hours ago. 63 in Heber, 72 in Milford, 71 in Cedar City, 85 still in St. George. Here's what I'm talking about with the winds kicking in out of the south-southwest, 20 to 40 miles per hour. So that'll be the noticeable difference tomorrow that will make it feel not quite as perfect as what we dealt with today. As we get into Friday, though, a little bit less of a breeze out there, still a little bit gusty down towards the south. Let's talk about what's going on out there right now because it's not as perfect as what we're dealing with across the Wasatch Front. We've got some scattered activity down towards the south. along I-70. A few isolated raindrops here, some sprinkles. We had a few isolated thunderstorms. Those continue to weaken with the loss of daytime heating. Things will gradually calm through the overnight. As we enter the tomorrow, windy conditions, and then here comes our first storm moving in on Friday. Friday, it'll be a cold front, just a few isolated showers across the valleys, some scattered snow showers up into the mountains, a little bit more of a substantial storm moving in on Saturday. Still not a big one, but bringing us some mountain snow and some valley rain. A brief break on Sunday before our next storm moves in. That'll be colder and maybe more impactful with accumulating snow and maybe even some snow across the valley floors. A lot of uncertainty. It's many days away. This is going to change a dozen times, but what is looking pretty certain here is that it's going to be active here in the days ahead and colder. So get ready for that. Winter still lingering across the state. We have temperatures tonight dipping down into the 50s overnight. Upper 70s for highs tomorrow. Still a gorgeous day. A little bit cloudier and a little bit breezy. Your weekend weather here, not the best. A little iffy there to the 50s. St. George, temperatures into the 80s, eventually turning to the 70s and 60s. Breezy conditions each and every day. And then here we go, Brian. We go from 78, 59. We got 52 in there. Throw 58, 61 on Monday, 49 on Tuesday. Some colder temperatures, but I don't see the 42 that I shot today, luckily. But
no, you got to shave 7 strokes off
here. That's right, 7 strokes with that.
So Saturday, higher elevation is going to be snow?
Yes, it's going to be, well, it depends on how high. I think the Deer Valley, Park City area, it'll be kind of maybe a little bit of a mix at the base, but snow at the top. That's going to be kind of what we're dealing with here. It's not going to be that much, maybe an inch Park City, Deer Valley. So Alta will pick up a couple inches, but heading more so through the day, Saturday afternoon, evening, that's when we'll stack up a couple inches up there.
You're feeling so good. We playing again tomorrow morning? Ooh, impromptu.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
Coming up on Arc Salt Lake, a celebration of culture in Utah's largest stadium, what the Jazz have planned for viewers tomorrow night. For all you gamers out there, if you prefer a physical copy of video games, you might have to turn to Amazon. That's because GameStop is closing more of its locations. The company announced its plans to close a significant number of stores over the next few months. GameStops have been gradually disappearing. A decade ago, there were roughly 6,000 of them in the world.
Yeah, now there's just over 3,200. Company officials say they've had trouble adapting to the streaming era and the way it changed consumer spending habits. So
I mean, think
get in line with
Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, FYE, Sam Goody, all those stores that used to sell CDs and stuff like that. Yeah, no more. Set a reminder on your phone, will you? Or just maybe record me saying, "Wake up, it's 5:09. The Cougars are on your television." BYU back in the Sweet 16 since the Jimmer era. It's been a bit, facing the Crimson Tide of Alabama tomorrow night.
This is exciting. You could watch the Cougars right here on Channel 2. Tip-off is set for 5:09.
I promise to be watching while we're anchoring the news at the same time on KMYU. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Okay.
Looking ahead to tomorrow when the Utah Jazz will tip off against the Rockets at the Delta Center. Team leaders say during the game they will honor and celebrate Polynesian heritage. Jazz fans can expect to see traditional art, a special halftime performance, and other showcases during the game. Nearly 1.5 million Utahns identify as Polynesian, making it one of the largest communities in the country.
Yeah, tomorrow's game starts at 7 inside at the Delta Center. If you're not coming downtown to watch the game, you can watch it live on the home of the Jazz, K-Jazz, Channel 14.
Yeah, I like what you did there. On the home of the Jazz, K-Jazz, Channel 14. We'll see you again tomorrow night at 7. Take care.